It's the outlook for the Wildcats this coming year, a team that won 20 games for just the third time in school history. Most regular season wins ever. Had a tremendous start to the season despite that injury to Vic Law. He'll be back from the shoulder, and we mentioned it with Chris Collins, the very difficult non-conference schedule for the Wildcats this year. Pleased to have a couple of Northwestern's players here with us, in Sanjay Lumpkin and Bryant McIntosh. And Bryant, we got all kinds of goodies here, right? So we just got to get right to it. This is the Bryant McIntosh dime.
Yep.
They've built the ad campaign around you as you are the assist man for the Wildcats, third in the nation among returning assist men.
This is a medium, Dave. This might fit you, I think.
You think so?
Yeah,
I'm kind of a medium guy. No shame. Look, I am what I am. Bryant, when you see all that, first of all, kind of how did it come to be, and what was your initial reaction when they came to you with it?
Our marketing department just kind of came up to me and kind of pitched the idea, and I said, let's go for it. It's an election year. Why not? It'll be fun. So I'm not right now. I'm just kind of rolling with it, just going with the flow and kind of their ideas, and just trying to make the most of it. I think it's a cool opportunity.
Sanjay, what has the reaction been in the locker room? The similar deal with Anthony Walker and the lunchbox. I remember when we were at preseason camp asking some of the different guys about it, and Justin Jackson was giving him the business a little bit. So what have guys said to B-Mac?
Everyone's giving him some crap. It's obviously fun, to be part of these commercials, these little campaign skits, and we've all been pumping it up, and I think it's an awesome idea. It turned out great with Justin's campaign and with Ant's, and it's a good idea.
I would say too, we don't talk enough about stars at Northwestern, and I think this puts you on the map, because for some reason you still somehow fly under the radar. And I would say any coach that you play against, any player you play against, and probably the guys you play with appreciate you the most. What do you think it takes this year to really start to open people's eyes about what you can do on a basketball court?
Well,
I'll ask you both that question.
I think you have to win, and I think that'll come with winning. And I thought we won more last year. Obviously, we had a lot of success last year, but I think you have to build on that this year. But I don't get too worked up about it. I can fly under the radar and just be just all right with that.
I'd say same thing for you, though. What is it? What does it take for someone like Bryant to get the recognition that he really deserves?
We don't really talk much about individual accolades or any of that. We just talk about winning takes care of everything. And we know what we need to do to take the next step. We got to win those close games. If we win a few more games here and there in the Big Ten, it changes the whole perspective on everything, and everything will take care of itself.
Bryant, you come into this university, and the talk is always, is this the year? And if it doesn't work out, well, it's the next year. Does this seem to be the year? I mean, you've dealt with injuries last year. You've got guys coming back, even down low. Derek Pardon got good experience last year that you didn't really plan on. So do you have confidence, like you probably do every season, but do you feel good about going into this year that you guys can compete at a high level?
Yeah, for sure. I think we have more depth than what we've ever had since I've been on campus, and I think we have learned how to handle any adversity that you could possibly throw at us now. We've had injuries. We've had, guys going down, guys getting sick, losing close games. I think we have learned how to handle all the adversity that you can throw at us, and I think that'll what can put us over the edge is understanding now that we have to respond to that adversity the right way instead of letting it defeat us.
Well, Sanjay, you had to wear quite a few hats last year. With injury, you kind of step in, you play a number of positions, you fill a number of roles.
Right.
Where do you fit this year? And is it a lot easier, or at least better for you to prepare for a season, knowing where you fit, understanding your role a little bit better?
Yeah, I know that Coach Collins knows what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to the table. I just have to, embrace my role. That's when I'm best, and that's what when the team, needs me. That's when I'm gonna do my best, and it's easy for me to lead these guys. I have a voice that guys will listen to. I have a voice that resonates through the locker room, and I know what I need to do.
Bryant, last year you and Alex Ola really had a great two-man game.
Yeah.
And when he went down, you could see how that affected you.
Yeah.
It brought additional defense your way. Have you been able to work with Derek Pardon and in some way get him to learn the spacing, understanding where to go, making the right reads to not only get himself an open look, but keep defense away from you?
Yeah, for sure. We have to keep the defense honest. And one thing we've really stressed to him is, Ola was really good with that rollout shot right at the baseline. and that's something he's worked really hard on, because that's a big part of our offense, is keeping the spacing and stretching the floor with that 5-man. So that's a big shot that he's been working on, and we've been trying to pump him with confidence that, hey, we want you to shoot that shot. That's an important shot that we need you to take, and we need you to make it. So it's a big deal for us.
Mentioned the absence of Alex Ola. The other guy you lose who's a huge contributor is Trey Demps, who had been a big shot maker throughout his career. How do you replace his scoring? Who can step up and fill that void, Sanjay?
We have a great freshman in Isaiah Brown. He's showed flashes, things that Trey had done. I played with Trey for 4 years, and I've seen flashes of that in Isaiah and his playmaking ability. I feel like he could fulfill that role.
Who else can step up, Bryant? Who's another guy on this team? Because that's when I look at you guys, I say, where does all of the scoring come from? So
I mean, it's
going
to have to be done by a committee. I think I'm going to have to be a little more aggressive, for one. But I think the growth of Vic Law and Scott Lindsey, having those two guys mature and grow up, and they're going to have to be aggressive for us. They're going to have to put the ball in the basket for us. And I'm really happy with the growth they've shown. And we'll see how things go in the Big Ten. Obviously, the guys are going to learn they need to defend them. So it's making counters and learning to pick their spots and figuring out how to help us put the ball in the basket.
Bryant McIntosh, Sanjay Lumpkin, good to see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your trip to D.C. And, yes, the campaign is on. A new face on the dime. I like that. Our assist man, Bryant McIntosh, here in the Big Ten.